championship ball game. It'll feature the Golden Bears of Miles College and the Golden Rams of Albany State to determine who finally rises to the top in the SIAC. Women's action already been played, and it's the Lady Tigers of Benedict to win on the women's side. Now we determine who is top of the heap here on the men's side, as the Golden Rams at 15-13 overall and 12-7 in SIAC play meet the Golden Bears of Miles College, 16-13 in conference play and 21-4 overall. The number one seed team out of the West versus the number one seed team out of the East. Take a look at the starting lineups for both teams. And we will start with the Golden Rams of Albany State. And they will shape it up this way with one member of the All-SIAC team leading them in their play here tonight against the Golden Bears of Miles College. Randy McClure, the All-SIAC player for them. He'll be joined by Camille Brown, Joshua Jerome, Mario Young, and Napoleon Harris, the starting five for the Golden Rams of Albany State, coached by Patrick Gale in his second year. Phenomenal win for them last night near the buzzer against Morehouse. Starting lineup for the Golden Bears of Miles College: Richard Fagan, Avery Brown, first member of the first team All-Conference and Freshman of the Year; Jelani Watson-Gale, second team All-Conference player; Joel Logan, and Brandon Stewart, the five to start for the Golden Bears of Miles College, who are coached by Fred Watson in his second year at Miles College. And the Golden Bears are the defending SIAC champions. Officials for this championship ball game: Everett Summers, Mickey Cunningham, and Corey Taylor, the all-star crew of officiating in the SIAC. They'll have the call here for this championship match. These teams met once during the course of the season, and Albany State won that contest. But to repeat tonight, they'll have to repeat it in tournament environment, and they will have to defeat the defending SIAC champs in the Golden Bears of Miles College. Glad you could join us for our coverage all week long. Our finale here between the Golden Bears and the Golden Rams. Charles Ward here with the play-by-play story, joined all week long by James Crenshaw, our producer and director at courtside, Alicia Harris, and Roosevelt Smith, our camera crew. Special thanks to them for hanging out with us all week and getting tremendous shots from the floor as tournament play getting set to conclude when we crown the 2020 men's SIAC men's basketball champ. So everybody set to hit the floor. Golden Bears looking to repeat as SIAC champions. If they are able to do that with their win in football as back-to-back champions this year, there will be only one other school to have done that, and that was back when Alabama A&M was a member of the conference, and they did it back in 1987 and in 88 and 89, tying in football both seasons and winning basketball outright. So a lot at stake here, including the conference crown. It'll be Brown jumping against Logan. Tap controlled. Miles with the first crack at it on the offensive end of the floor. Fagan works out front. Now Logan looks in. Over to the All-SIAC player Avery Brown. Brown to the other SIAC player for the Bears, Jelani Watson-Gale. And Gale's guilty of the travel violation. First turnover of the basketball game. Gives it over to the Golden Rams of Albany State. Congratulations to Coach James Rice and his Lady Tigers of Benedict College. They win it 85-72 over the Tigerettes of Tuskegee. And they are the women's champs. Fourth title for Coach Rice. And title number 7 for the Lady Tigers of Benedict overall. Harris on the move. To Young now in the right corner. They're trying to square it for Harris. He's there with 7 to shoot now. Guarded by Logan. And Brown has to hoist one from way out front. And that'll be a shot clock violation. Miles nationally ranked as it relates to their defense, so expect them to play tight all game long. Fagan across the timeline now. Just underway here, first half of play in the men's championship ball game. Fagan across the floor to Logan. Logan, hard push right side to the rack, missed on the shot, but he follows, gets the rebound. This is Fagan from outside, and his shot is off the mark. Young back the other way now for the Golden Rams. Harris over to Joshua Jerome. Down at the block, Young beat Fagan to the rack, and he got the lay-in. 2-0 lead for the Golden Rams, first score of the ball game. Brown across the timeline now, working off of a screen left side. Gives it to Fagan. Fagan foul line extended, tried to bounce it down in the corner to Logan. Basketball was kicked by the Golden Rams. It'll stay with the Bears of Miles College. Brown looks inside. Got it in play to Watson Gale. Right side, Fagan. 12 to shoot for the Golden Bears. Back out front, Brown's got some space, right corner. Missed on the shot. Napoleon Harris clears for Albany State. Up the floor, trying to get it to Brown on a fly, but the pass knocked away and back over to the Golden Bears. Fagan with the steal. Got some space, nice bounce at the block to Logan. Logan can't finish though. Good recognition inside by Fagan on the pass. But Logan just not able to knock it down. (17-18) left in this first half of play. This is Brown. Over to Harris. At the block, works the paint. Runner by Harris on the floater is good. So Harris with his first two of the ball game. He had 10 points in the semifinal ball game along with 6 rebounds on yesterday to propel the Golden Rams here into the championship. Right now they lead it 4-0 with 16:50 remaining in this first half. And Miles yet to score. Fagan out front, had it tapped away. Brown stripped it away for the Golden Rams. They got a 3-on-2. He'll take the jumper. Shot the air ball, saved by Jerome, but over to the Golden Bears. Rams had the numbers that trip down the floor, just didn't convert. Brown out front, he misses on the three-point shot. Battle for the rebound. Harris wins for Albany State. Almost 4 minutes expired here in this first half. Golden Bears yet to score a basket. McClure on the give back. Brown foul line extended. Got the jumper. So Young with his first two of the ball game. He had 7 points and 3 assists in the semifinal contest on yesterday. Watson Gale up front. We're at 15:47 left first half. Brown push near the free throw line. Fagan at the block underneath, too deep underneath. And McClure comes away with the basketball. Joshua Jerome on the penetration right side to the glass. That one's off the mark. Rebound by Stewart and Miles. Bounce pass right side behind Fagan. And a turnover with the run out back the other way. Here's Jerome with the flush for the Golden Rams. So a slow start for the Golden Bears of Miles College. 15:15 left in the first half. It's been all Golden Rams of Albany State. They lead at 8-0. As you take a look at the floater by Mario Young in this first half of play. Timeout on the floor. More championship action on FloHoops after this break. Men's championship action from the Rock Hill Sports and Events Center continues after the timeout. Golden Rams with an 8-0 lead over Miles College. 15:08 left in this first half of play. Brown, left side, lost his dribble. Out front, Watson Gale working off of a screen by Umar Frost, who just got on the floor. That's all Watson Gale needed. Got some space from behind the arc and banks down a three-pointer for the Golden Bears. Titus Burns out on the floor now for the Golden Rams. So is Juwan High. Also out for the Golden Rams, Victor Robinson. Down at the block, McClure got the space. And Randy McClure, the first team All-SIAC player with his first points of this championship ball game. Brown now nears the timeline. Burns with the defensive assignment for Albany State. Across the floor. Back out there. That's Frank Royals on the floor for the Golden Bears. Missed on a three-point shot. Royals with 13 points in the semifinal ball game. Right now, Miles not converted on the field goal at that timeout, but they have one after Watson Gale after play resumed, so they're 1 of 7 from the floor. Albany State 4 of 6 shooting at the last timeout. Brown across the timeline. Out on the floor for the Golden Bears is Ryan Calhoun as well. Watson Gale. Left side, Frost circling underneath. This is Calhoun for three. Line drive off the mark. Rebound Royals. Pitch out to Watson Gale. Now Brown. And Royals at the rack. Whistles there. Challenges Burns on the inside. Burns comes away with a little bit more than the basketball. So Burns picks up his first. And it's a shooting foul here for the Golden Bears. Miles from the floor in the semifinal ball game on yesterday shot 51%, 26 of 57, and from the free throw line, 7 of 9. Brown back out for the Golden Rams now. As Royal misses on the first. He goes 1 of 2 from the line, so it's 10-4. Golden Rams with the lead. Royals with his first points of the ball game. Burns, the redshirt sophomore from Havana, Florida, handles the basketball for the Golden Rams now. Trying to get it down at the block to Harris. He's there. Frost guarding. Harris, hard push across the paint, spins to the right, and missed on the shot. Frank Royals clears, but is taken away by Brown, and his little tip shot finds the rim and the basket for the Golden Rams. Royals had it momentarily, but Brown took it. 12-4. Albany State with the lead. Brown, hard push left side, floater to the rack. It's off the mark. Camille Brown at 6'7". Skies for that rebound for the Golden Rams. He'll have it half court set to Burns. Up top, Brown again. On the turn, it's Juwan High. He's wrapped up there by Avery Brown for the Golden Bears. Now a 6 to shoot for Albany State. Camille Brown on the move for Albany State to Titus Burns with the jumper at this buzzer. Missed on the shot. Basketball fought for, tied up. Jump ball is going to be called. Arrow favors the Golden Rams. Tied up under the bottom there was Victor Robinson, the freshman. It's like he had one of his fingers kind of jammed up in there as they were fighting for that loose basketball. So on the arrow, Albany State will keep it now. Juwan High to inbound it left of the cylinder with 12-12 left in the first half. They push it out front, and Burns will run it down in the backcourt. Up top, Harris pops out, whistles inside the paint. Called a foul on Jelani Watson-Gale. Watson-Gale, second team All-SIAC player. Big semifinal ball game for the Golden Bears. 20 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Golden Rams with it, half court set. Camille Brown out front. Watson-Gale guarding him. Pushes, Burns, 3 for 3, knocks it down for the Golden Rams. Burns behind the arc with the triple. Avery Brown now handles for the Golden Bears. Gives it over to Royals. Up top, it's Frost. Watson Gill. Three-point shot tip on his flight. Basketball to Burns. Golden Rams on the run. Burns right side to the cylinder and he got the lay-in. Holding that basketball out there, floating right side, and Burns finishes with the basket for Albany State. They lead by 13. Brown, top of the key, Watson Gale. Jelani on the move to the rack. The floater's good. So Watson Gale with 5 of the Miles' 6 points. Burns across the timeline. Frost jumps him out front. Now they dump it down low to McClure in traffic. It'll come away to High. Now over to Harris in the paint. The runner is good by Harris. All of the bigs for Albany State in early foul trouble in the semifinal ball game last night, but they were still able to win it after that thrilling jumper from out front by Camille Brown with just a few seconds before time expired on the clock. Watson Gale had it hit in flight, but it'll come down to Avery Brown in the corner. Now this jump shot there inside by Calhoun is off the mark, and Albany State clears. We approach the 10-minute mark left first half. Brown, quick step right side inside the paint. They'll get him for the offensive foul. Avery Brown stepping in and taking the charge. 9:59 left in this first half of play with Albany with an early 19-6 lead over the Golden Bears of Miles College. And a timeout on the floor will step out as well. This is SIAC Basketball 2020 Championship men's ball game, and you're watching live on FloHoops. Back live inside the Rock Hill Sports and Events Center. Been here all week for championship ball game. Now we find ourselves with the men's championship ball game. Title on the line with the Golden Bears of Miles College and the Golden Rams of Albany State University. 9:55 left in the first half. The Rams with a 19-6 lead over Miles College. Out front with the basketball is Stewart for Miles. Right side, Brown. Across the floor to Royals now. Whistles down low. Ball out front. Call the foul on Khalif Napoleon, who just got on the floor for the Golden Rams. Napoleon, the freshman from Brooklyn, New York. Royals surveys. He'll push it out front. With the pass to Brown. Across the floor now, Calhoun on the move. Back up to Brown. Brown slides right side in traffic. And a foul going to be called. They're going to call that. It's like on Mario Young sliding in there, and that's him sliding in defensively. So that'll send Avery Brown to the line to shoot for the Golden Bears. Miles at only 2 of 13 from the floor. 9 of 13 for the Golden Rams. As Avery Brown misses on the first of the free throws here. Golden Bears 1 of 3 at the free throw line. Brown 1 of 2. Make it 19-7. Albany State with the lead and basketball. This is Mario Young, the senior from Mansfield, Ohio, handling out front for the Golden Rams. Over to Randy McClure. Whistles. And on the turn at the screen, it'll be Joshua Jerome pushing off to get some space. A correction that Napoleon called for that foul. He picks up his second. It's on the screen there for Jerome trying to come around to receive the basketball. Avery Brown now facing Camille Brown as he comes across the timeline. Over to Calhoun. On the the weave, it's Royals. And that defense of the Golden Rams has got the Golden Bears way away from the basket. Watson Gale lost it up the floor. Brown saved, knocks it away. And the Golden Rams with a chance. Yeah, going to go back the other way. Calhoun was off the playing surface. Means you can't be the first person to touch the basketball when you come back on. Good effort there by the Golden Bears as Brown tried to save it. Calhoun knocked it free or saved it from going out. But he only had one choice there. If he hadn't done that, then it would have been Golden Rams picking that basketball up. They would have had numbers on their end of the floor. Whistles down low. Calhoun picks up that foul. 8:40 left first half. Albany State with a 19-7 lead over the Golden Bears in championship action. Harris gives it to Young. Out front, Napoleon Harris. Back at the foul line, he'll work left side. Camille Brown pops a three-pointer and drains it for the Golden Rams. So Brown, big basket there. Squared up about the same way last night to defeat Morehouse with that shot. Good look and a knockdown here against the Golden Bears of Miles College. Entry pass to Stewart. Nicely done as Stewart beat Harris to the block. Brown will get the assist. That's Avery Brown for the Golden Bears. 22-9 now. Albany State with the lead and basketball. 7:45 we're approaching here in this first half of play. Young, shuttle pass inside to McClure. He'll work on Avery Brown. Now lost this dribble. With 10 to shoot. Kamal Brown back to McClure at the block. Across the floor and they throw it away. Royals runs the floor and he'll get the flush for the Golden Bears. Nice lead pass there from Watson Gale to set up Royals for the dunk. 11-point lead now for the Golden Rams. We're down to 7:15 left first half. McClure at the block. He'll work his way across the paint. Nice head fake to the rack. Left the bank shot short. Royals clears for the Golden Bears. Up the floor, Avery Brown. Brown down in the corner, Calhoun. He'll have to lunge. Challenged Mario Young on the inside. And Young wins that battle to deny the basket by Calhoun. This is Harris now. We're down to 6:45 left in this first half. Young, right side all the way through the rack. They left him alone and he finds room for the flush. Young just kept floating and nobody picked him up and he got the dunk. 24-21, whistles. Far side of the floor. Call the foul on Joshua Jerome, the redshirt freshman from Pembroke Pines, Florida. And with 6:22 remaining in the first half, another timeout on the floor. Players going up and down the floor here as Royals gets a flush for the Golden Bears of Miles College. 6:22 remains before we take the intermission. And you take a look here as we go to break. Mario Young, nobody picked him up. So, hey, what does he say? Flush, baby, flush. Timeout on the floor. FloHoops. Back live in the Rock Hill Sports and Events Center. 6:22 left in the men's championship ball game. Golden Bears with the basketball. They trail it by 13, 24-11 to the Golden Rams of Albany State. Frost at the block. Floater left hand by Frost and his first points of the ball game. Albany State with the 24-13 lead now and the basketball. Young slides left side. On the weave to Brown. Brown inside, Harris to the rack, and Napoleon Harris with another basket on the inside. Harris with his 6th point of this first half. 26-13 lead for Albany State. Brown down in the corner to Calhoun. Out front, taken away at the sideline by Jerome. So turnover number 5 for the Golden Bears. Camille Brown in a half-court set for Albany State. He'll slide across and give to Young. Out front, they left Brown free. That's a dangerous proposition, and that is exactly why. Brown knocks it down. So Brown with 8 in this ball game. Brown knocks down a triple with 5:07 left and forces another timeout. Albany State with a 29-13 lead. Boy, you could drive a Mack truck between him and the last player closest to him, which was Frost. To no avail. As Brown knocks it down from outside, 5:07 remains. It's all Golden Rams. 5:07 left in this first half of the men's championship ball game. 29-13, Albany State with the lead. Fagan back out on the floor now for the Golden Bears to handle the basketball out front. Watson Gale behind the arc, right side. Up top, Brown on the move. Avery Brown to the rack inside. He challenged Young, and Young this time commits the foul. So Avery Brown will shoot from the line. Brown really personifies the essence of the student athlete in the SIAC. After the academic season last year, most players or students are getting set to just go home to enjoy the summer. Brown took it upon himself as he hits the first free throw to hold his first basketball camp. The Shoot to Success basketball camp that he held in Lake Minnetonka, Florida. Driven by his desire to give back to the community in which he lives. He's from Florida. And his desire to become a coach after he finished playing basketball at whatever level, if he plays at the next level or even finishes here. Really personifying the idea of giving back whatever you can to your community and to make the entire world a better place. So we salute Avery Brown for his off-court concerns. As the Golden Rams with a 29-15 lead, and Brown with another three-point shot. This one's off the mark. Umar Frost picks up the basketball for the Bears. Watson Gale headed up the floor, but he was fouled. 4:16 remains before the intermission. We're live from Rock Hill Sports and Events Center, the men's championship ball game of the SIAC. Albany State looking for its 8th title as a school. Miles looking for its 2nd as a Division II school after the championship a season ago. Fagan's shot on the inside was blocked and knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with timeout on the floor. It'll stay with the Golden Bears after the timeout. 3:58 remains, and Fagan's rejected at the block by Jawan High. 29-15, Golden Rams with the lead. Take a break here. Back live inside the Rock Hill Sports and Events Center. Championship Saturday. Women's champs already crowned. The Lady Tigers of Benedict College, 85-72 over the Tigerettes of Tuskegee. So Benedict wins on the women's side. And with 3:58 left here in this first half, it's the Golden Rams of Albany State leading the Golden Bears of Miles College 29-15. The corner, that shot rejected roundly by Randy McClure. Watson Gale, floater inside the paint, got it up before the buzzer, but he missed on the shot. Here comes Jawan High now for the Golden Rams. Trying to screen it at the wings. They go up top instead to Napoleon Harris. Harris having a great first half of basketball for the Golden Rams. And an offensive foul called by Randy McClure. So McClure picks up his first. Albany State at 13 of 19 from the floor at 68%. Miles at 5 of 18 at 28%. Frost up top. Back over to Brown. Brown across the floor to Royals. Watson Gill out front with 10 to shoot. Now down in the corner, Brown on the move. Avery Brown stops, pops, and hits the front cylinder. Basketball chased down and saved to the Golden Bears. Jerome just put it back in play, and Watson Gill makes them pay out front. Actually, Watson Gill on that basket for the Golden Bears out front. We have heard the PA announcer saying Richard Fagan, but it'll go to Watson Gill. Titus Burns on the inside, bounce pass, taken away, try to get it to McClure. Up the floor now, Watson Gill with an easy lay-in. So 2:25 left first half now. Golden Bears making a move and cut the Albany lead now to 9. Titus Burns, half-court set for Albany State. Up to McClure. On a weave, he'll give to High. High pushes back to Burns. Now 13 to shoot, stripped away by Royals. 3 on no, back the other way. Watson Gill will go in for the easy lay-in for the Golden Bears. And cut the lead to 29-22. The run there by the Golden Bears with 2:03 makes it just a 7-point lead now. Take that tight defense, the nationally ranked Golden Bears on defense with a takeaway there. Watson Gill on the first lay-in before the next turnover with 2:03 left. They play you tight and things are tough. That's what you want is a solid defense. And there, nothing but purple jerseys on the back end as Watson Gill got that lay-in to make it 29-22. Golden Bears with a tough little spurt there, and they get themselves right back into this basketball game with 2:03 remaining before the break. Calling card for the Golden Bears is their defense. Has led to 2 baskets right away here before that forced timeout by Coach Patrick Gale and the Golden Rams. You know he wants to do everything within his power to lead this basketball game at the intermission. Would have loved to lead it by double digits, but any lead we can going into the break against the Golden Bears. Jawan High now trying to work it down low to McClure. Back out front to Harris instead. Foul line extended, he'll go left side with a whistle there. Frost covering inside for the Golden Bears. He got there late. So that will send Napoleon Harris to the line. Harris with 6 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist in the ball game for the Golden Bears at this point, or the Golden Rams at this point. He sets for the first free throw here, left it on the front of the cylinder. Albany State's first trip to the free throw line. Harris misses on the first, 1 more coming. Harris with 10 points in the semifinal ball game on yesterday. Goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line this trip. So the lead up to 8 now for the Golden Rams of Albany State. We're down to 1:43 left first half. Fagan out front now for Miles. He'll work it back near the front. Fagan slides inside the paint, down in the corner. Brown up top, Watson Gale. He's on the move, slips on the surface. Tripping foul call there against Joshua Jerome for the Golden Rams. So Jerome picks up his second. And Watson Gale to the line to shoot for the Golden Bears. Watson Gale in the semifinal contest on yesterday, 20 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. As Mario Young comes back out on the floor for the Golden Rams. And Jamarcus Nunley coming out for his first spot at the junior from Albany, Georgia. So Watson Gale's good on the first free throw. 6th point of the ball game for him, along with 1 assist and 1 steal. He got them both from the line. 30-24. Mario Young with 1:20 to work with for the Golden Bears, or the Golden Rams of Albany State on their end of the floor. Pushes across the floor now to try to dump it down low, and a takeaway there by Brown for the Golden Bears. Up the floor to Fagan. 65 seconds left. Lonnie Watson-Gale for three, missed on the shot. High battles. Royals saves it, but it goes off the leg of Frost. No, they say it goes off the leg of McClure. How about the effort by Frank Royals chasing that basketball down into the first row here of the Rock Hill Sports and Event Center to save it for the Golden Bears. 56 seconds left first half. Chance for them to cut that Golden Ram lead to just 4 points. Watch Royals there, giving everything he has to lay it out, and he's able to save it. Shot now as he get a shot for a basket here to make it a 4-point ball game. Brown in the corner. On the move, Royals to the rack. They left him free, and he got the lay-in. So Royals makes it 30-26. 40 seconds left. Golden Rams to see if they can come up with a basket here. 20 to shoot. About 12 more seconds left on the game clock. Young now tries the left side. Bounce pass in traffic, kicked away. And now it'll be a fresh 20 for the Golden Rams. And they can just about run out this first half if they take it close to the end of the shot clock. It'll be about 5 seconds left on the game clock if they do that. Young looking inside. And just dumps it in to Napoleon Harris. Harris works on Frost in the paint. The rimmer is off the mark, hung there for a second. And the jump ball is going to be called. So with 17 seconds left, Miles will have the basketball. And to cut this lead of the Golden Rams, which is in double digits in this first half, possibly down to one basket. To leave the clock where it is at 16.8 seconds left. Golden Bears looking for a basket here to make things even closer. Trailed by as many as 16 in this ball game. And now with a chance to make it a 2-point deficit at the break. Entry pass Brown. He'll turn with the soft jumper. Missed on the shot. One to shoot. Royals can't get it airborne. Royals got the rebound but couldn't get it airborne. Albany State leads it at the intermission. 30-26. Golden Bears made a charge there late in this first half of play. And at the break, it's a 4-point lead for the Golden Rams. Step out for a timeout here. More men's championship action from the Rock Hill Sports and Event Center coming your way on FloHoops. Back live at the Rock Hill Sports and Event Center. It's halftime of the men's championship ball game at the break. The Golden Rams of Albany State leading the Golden Bears of Miles College 30-26. In the first half, Albany State led by as many as 16 points. We get set for the second half. Take a look at some of the stats as we get set for second half action. Albany State with that lead from the floor at 34.6% shooting. Golden Bears of Miles College started very slow in this contest from the floor. Rebounding edge belongs to Miles College. Assists 5 for Miles, 6 for the Golden Rams of Albany State. In that first half of play, players that made the big difference for Jelani Watson-Gale for the Bears of Miles College finished with 14 points, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. No player in double figures for the Golden Rams, but Camille Brown had 8, and Napoleon Harris finished that first half with 7. As we go back to live action, final 20 minutes to determine the 2020 SIAC champion. Mario Young runs it down in the corner, tried to bounce it to Randy McClure in traffic. Tapped out of bounds by Miles College. So Miles starting to up their field goal percentage as that first half continued. And they finished that first half from the floor at 34%. And for Albany State, they were at 65% shooting from the floor, 13 of 20. Harris out front now. He'll work inside the paint, right side. Bumping with Joel Logan down inside, and Harris got the space and knocks it down for his 9th point of this basketball game. Just underway here, second half, men's 2020 championship ball game. 32-26, Albany State with the lead. Watson-Gale up top to Logan. Logan to Avery Brown. He'll work it right side, tried to slide all the way through, but McClure there to get him. Watson Gale's jumper is off the mark. Whistles as we stay on this end of the floor. They call the foul on Mario Young. That's his third. And it'll be Frank Royals to inbound the basketball left of the cylinder for Miles College. Entry pass there to Avery Brown. Nobody picked him up. He just slid right in there and got an easy basket. 32-28, Albany State with the lead, and they have the basketball. Young out front. Harris. Now over to Camille Brown. Brown with 11 to shoot at the block to McClure. McClure doubled inside, down in the corner, tried to give it over to Jerome. He's tied up, and it comes back to McClure. He'll have to hoist. Air ball there, and shot clock violation by the Golden Rams. Play kind of broke down after McClure had difficulty getting it to Jerome in the corner. 8:20 left in the contest. Fagan out front for the Golden Bears. Watson Gale now out front left side. He'll work off of a screen. Bounce pass nicely done to Royals, who got behind that Golden Ram defense. Miles is screening out front, way out high beyond the three-point perimeter. And they're working on the cuts. And that time Royals got a cut with nobody following for an easy basket. Golden Rams by 2 now, 32-30. McClure in the paint. Back to Camille Brown for three. That one's off the mark. Rebound cleared by Joel Logan. And the Golden Bears can tie this basketball game up with a basket here. Royals in the corner. Up top, Fagan. Fagan works the paint and pulls back out. Now Brown on the move. Floater by Brown is good, and we're tied at 32. The arcing jump shot by Avery Brown in the paint ties the ball game at 32. Miles has never led this basketball game, trailed by as many as 16 in the first half. Now they're back to even. Young spins the paint all the way, and a whistle there. Logan trying to jump up to defend. And they're going to get Logan for the foul. Correction, they call that on Stewart. With Young shooting here for the Golden Rams. High out on the floor now for the Golden Rams. He'll replace Joshua Jerome in the lineup. Young, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Albany State with a 33-32 lead. Rebound that time to Braden Stewart for the Golden Bears. As Fagan works it left side. All the way through, dumped it back to Avery Brown, who was free, missed on the short shot. But Fagan collects and a fresh 20 for the Golden Bears. Brown on the move. Pushes in the corner to Stewart. Back out Avery Brown, 8 to shoot. Now to Stewart at the block, and he missed on the dunk. But he got his own rebound and had that tapped away from him on the missed shot on the inside. So Stewart missing on the flush. And Albany State with a 33-32 lead. Young out front now for the Golden Rams. He'll work it right side. Shuttle pass inside in traffic and threw it away. Golden Bears on a push. They got a 4-on-2. Avery Brown shot rejected left side, but High will be guilty of the foul. So that'll send Brown to the line, but he will do it after a timeout. 15:56 left in this basketball game. Tight one now. Albany State with a 33-32 lead. Timeout on the floor. We'll come back to live action on FloHoops. Back live in the Rock Hill Sports and Events Center men's 2020 championship ball game. Golden Bears of Miles College and the Golden Rams of Albany State. Right now, Albany State with a 33-32 lead. And the basketball will be at the free throw line for the Golden Bears, and Avery Brown shooting with a chance for Miles to claim its first lead of the contest. Brown short on the first. Golden Bears from the free throw line, 6 of 8. As Brown misses the first of 2. And he got the second, so brings the basketball game tied at 33. Mario Young handles the basketball for the Golden Rams back the other way. Young right side to McClure. Dumps it down in traffic and threw it away. Tapped away by Gale inside over to Avery Brown, and he'll come across the timeline. Miles with a chance to claim their first lead of the contest. Brown, head fakes, floater, left side. That was on the front of the iron. Miles never got any kind of continuity on the offense there, so Brown just taking it and leaving it short. Mario Young out front. He'll work off of a screen by Harris. Underneath, pushes in the corner. High free for 3, rattled and he missed. But McClure there for the putback left side. Nicely done by the All-SIAC player, Randy McClure. McClure, the senior from Paulding, Georgia. Semifinal ball game, 15 points, 16 rebounds with the double-double. 3 assists and 1 steal. Just the second field goal of this ball game. Brown back to Watson Gale. Up top, Avery Brown, foul unextended, and he got that with a fall. So Brown now with 9 points in the ball game. Young, right side. Down in the corner to Jerome, back out on the floor. Napoleon Harris, foul unextended. Declines on that shot, gives it to High instead. High, right side, trying to go back down inside. Frost knocked it away. And here come the Golden Bears now with a chance to take a lead. In the corner, on the move is Royals. Royals all the way through to Watson Gale. Watson Gale back out to Brown. And they move it to Fagan. Avery Brown, free, pops a 3. Can't get it to fall, but Frost got the rebound, and he's fouled on the inside. Frost beat Harris to the spot. McClure came in to try to help the backside after the attempt by Frost on the inside. So McClure's picked up his third personal, or his second personal, as Frost shoots here from the line to give Miles a lead. First one goes down in the cylinder and pops out. Camille Brown back out on the floor for the Golden Rams. We're down to 13:52 left in this championship ball game. Frost for the second. Got that one to fall. So Miles claims its first lead of the contest, 36-35. With Frost's second free throw. Camille Brown back out now, handling for the Golden Rams. Over to Jerome. Now Harris pops out behind the arc. Brown head fakes underneath to the rack. Got it done left side. So Brown working hard on the inside, earns that basket. He's got 10 in the ball game. Across the floor, this is Stewart. Brown slides the paint, looking for some space. Underneath, got it back to Frost in traffic. 8 to shoot now as Fagan penetrates. Got it to the cylinder. And a hard tumble there on the inside. Fagan, it's like he made contact with the floor with his head. Asking for some help up. Fagan says he's okay. He's still smarting from that play, watching it so high in his flight, and just came straight down to the surface. Almost head first. Able to break it a little bit with his left arm, but not a whole lot. Boy, that's gotta hurt. Just so highly elevated. It just came crashing down on his left arm and the left side of his forehead. No dirt here inside the Rock Hill Sports and Events Center, so he's just going to have to walk it off. At the line. .13:01 left in the ball game. Got that free throw to make it 38-37. Miles with the lead. Nothing to rub on it. Brown out front now for the Golden Rams. Slides across the perimeter right side. Now he'll attack underneath. Back out front to High. Now Jerome on the move. Hits floater is off the mark. Tapped around. McClure got a hand on it. Watson Gale finally clears some rounds. 12:30 left in the ball game now. Avery Brown out front. Player of the year in the SIAC. He'll work at the right side. In and out the paint. A slide pass across the floor to Stewart. He tried the reverse, missed on the shot. McClure got the block on the initial attempt by Stewart. And the second one's knocked out of bounds. Albany State so tough in the interior. They play very aggressive and a lot of shot blocking down low. See McClure in a perfect position there to swat that shot by Stewart. And the Golden Bears lucky to keep that basketball. Royals surveys the inside. Now on the cut for Frost on a bounce pass. Tied up inside by McClure. McClure falling back to the surface with his back on the inbound line. So it'll stay with Miles College. They'll have a fresh 20 to work with. So Royals right of the cylinder. Out front to Avery Brown. Frost with a screen. Brown left corner now. Watson Gale in the corner, 6 to shoot. Down to Royals. Royals at the block. Underneath, somehow he got underneath the defense of Napoleon Harris. Harris challenged him and had him floating off the court for play, and then somehow he's able to lean back in, Royals is, and get that layup with the left hand back on playing surface. Great job by Royals at the block with time running out. Miles with the three-point lead, their largest of the ball game. Brown missed on the floater. Frost clears for the Golden Bears. We're at 11:19 left in the ball game. That SIAC championship trophy waiting for the winner of the contest. Brown, watching Gale out front. He'll slide left side all the way through to the rack. Missed on the shot, but the rebound kept alive by Stewart. Head fakes on the second attempt. The spinner is off the mark. And McClure comes away with the rebound for the Golden Rams. Stewart with 2 looks down at the block. Just not able to have that basketball stay down for him. 10:38 now. As Brown, Camille Brown works it right side for the Golden Rams. Over to Juwan High. He'll drop back with the jumper and knocks it down for the Golden Rams. Head coach Patrick Gale with 10:28 taking a timeout. They cut into that Golden Bear lead 40-39 with the jumper inside the paint by Juwan High. Take a look at that play at the baseline by Frank Royals. Somehow able to get the basketball back in play, leaning so far off of the floor. But Juwan High with his own medicine for the Golden Rams, knocking it down inside the paint. 10:28 left. Timeout on the floor back after this. 10:28 left in this men's championship ball game. 40-39. Golden Bears. The game started at the very beginning of it. Very sluggish offensively. Fought their way back into it. And now things very tight here in the Rock Hill Sports and Event Center. Fagan out front now. He'll slide right side. Back out to Avery Brown. 10 to shoot. Pushes Watson Gill. And a 3-second violation there by Umar Frost inside the paint.
There is a timeout on the floor.
Timeout taken here inside the Rock Hill Sports and Event Center with 10:06 remaining in this basketball game. Miles with a 40-39 lead. Take a look there at the jumper by Avery Brown. Foul line extended. And Golden Miles Bears with a 1-point lead will step out for the break here on FloHoops. 10:06 left in this championship basketball game. Golden Bears of Miles College with a 40-39 lead over the Golden Rams of Albany State after the timeout. Basketball is going to belong to the Golden Rams. Out front, Camille Brown pushes across the floor to Joshua Jerome. Now Napoleon Harris surveys. On the weave, Brown's got some space, pops the jumper, left it short. McClure trying to save it, and he will. Tap it toward Mario Young, but Fagan knocks it out of bounds. So it'll stay with the Golden Rams. 9 to shoot for Albany State. Official stepping in, Corey Taylor trying to get some space in between the players, but he's just mashing on each other's jersey. Whistles, and Jelani Watson-Gale going to be guilty of a foul on the penetration by Joshua Jerome. Watson-Gale picks up his second. Right now he's tracking with 14 points and 1 rebound. 9:44 remains. Camille Brown, the hero of the ball game last night for the Golden Rams, hitting that shot to send them into the championship ball game. Young, right side, whistles on his penetration. And they call the foul on Avery Brown. So Avery Brown picks up his first. Jerome in the corner to High, or to Young. Now at the block, this is Harris working on Frost. To the rack, and he'll get the basket. And a foul. Frost indicating that he didn't touch him. But Harris converts on the basket and the whistle.
And they make history.
Big men going at it on the inside.
In Spokane, Washington.
Leaned back there by Harris, he knocks it down.
NCAA.com/MBB tickets to get your seats today.
Harris with his 11th point of the ball game. And this is on the free
We're
throw.
celebrating
Frost
75 years.
for the Golden Bears. Albany State reclaims the lead now, 41-40. Royals out front, up top to Frost. Now across the floor to Brown. Avery Brown pushes hard and back out. Watson-Gale head fake. Now right side, Fagan for 3. Got it. All rolled it up there, but Fagan knocks it down. 43-41 with the triple by Fagan. Fagan, 4 points in the ball game. Miles with the lead now. On the weave is High. We're at 8:50 left in the championship contest. Harris challenging inside to the rack, missed on the shot. Frost clears for Miles College. Frost with his 6th rebound of the ball game. Avery Brown now works on High. He'll go to the rack right side. Good defensive work by High, but a whistle inside. They call the foul on High on the penetration by Avery Brown. That foul whistle coming in kind of late. But that will send Avery Brown to the line for the Golden Bears. No question about it. High fouled him, may have fouled him twice. So Avery Brown to shoot here. Brown double digits with 10, now 11 with that first free throw. Stewart back out on the floor for the Golden Bears. He'll replace Umar Frost. Coach Watson got some quality minutes out of Frost with his time on the floor. Second free throw good by Avery Brown. 45-41 lead for Miles College. Young gives on the weave to Brown. Brown all the way through, left side, missed on the shot, but Body's following him, and they'll get Royal for the foul. So Frank Royal is the senior from Cincinnati, Ohio, trying to play backup on that play as Brown got by the initial wave. And you see Royals trying to catch up with it, commits the foul. Just to not plant his feet and cut off that baseline to Brown. You always pay the price when you don't do that. 45-42, 8-12 remaining in this men's championship contest. Rebound to Fagan with 8:05 left in the ball game. Brown out front now. Juwan High guarding defensively. Under 8 minutes left. 13 to shoot for Miles. Whistles on the play. Shot would have counted if it gone. But the foul, as Harris with the foul there for the Golden Rams of Albany State. 7:52 remains as the Golden Bears kick it across the floor, and Fagan finishes with the triple in the corner. They lead it 45-42 over the Golden Rams of Albany State. Men's championship action here from the SIAC tournament. Back after the break. Just 77 minutes and 52 seconds remain in the men's championship ball game before one of these teams gets crowned 2020 SIAC champs. Avery Brown at the line for the Golden Bears, connecting on that first free throw. Brown knocks him down. 47-42, the lead up to 5 for Miles. Young across the timeline for the Golden Rams now. Trying to work it down low to Brown if they can, trying to take advantage of his height over Royals. Instead, it's Joshua Jerome pushing a three-pointer. Shots off the mark, but there's the ever-reliable Randy McClure for a rebound and a putback for the Golden Rams. 47-44. Foul's going to be called on Brown. He picks up his second. And that'll send Avery Brown to the line shooting here for the Golden Bears of Miles College. 7:28 remains. Miles trying to repeat as champions, going back to back. And Brown misses on the front end of the 1-and-1. Napoleon Harris runs that down. Miles at 12 of 17 from the free throw line now after that miss by Brown. All the way under the basket, and we're going back the other way. Foul going to be called on Mario Young, kind of hooking to get that inside position. So Young has fouled out of the basketball game for the Golden Rams, and that is absolutely going to hurt them. They're going to miss his leadership out here with the last 7:15 remaining in this basketball game. So Young was out there playing with 4 and got the 5th on the offensive end of the floor. Coach Gale taking a gamble to keep him out as long as he could. And they lose him down. As Frost able to save that basketball for the Golden Bears after Jerome made a gallant attempt by the Golden Rams to take it. Royals penetrates by Jerome to the rack. They cleared it out, and Royals with the quick step got past Jerome for the lay-in. 49-44 now. Miles with the lead. Brown pushes left side to the rack, whistles there. Camille Brown at 6'7". Has a quick step for that height. It's difficult to block his shots once he gets airborne. There, just not able to get it to the proper spot in the square for the easy bank. Brown got the first free throw. Coach Patrick Gale giving some instructions there to Joshua Jerome as he heads back to the floor. Brown good on both free throws for the Golden Rams. 6:28 left in the contest. 3-point lead for the Golden Bears of Miles College. Jelani Watson-Gale across the timeline for Miles. High jumps him on a screen. Watson-Gale pushes left side all the way through. Basketball to Frost, who just kind of grabbed it with his left hand and in one motion went to the backboard for the lay-in. Frost, big dividends here for the Golden Bears on a good follow-up there for the basket. 51-46. Brown inside, shot rejected, but it'll come back to Harris. Harris, foul line extended now, 12 to shoot for the Golden Rams. Joshua Jerome now pounding the basketball left side, almost lost it. Inside the paint to McClure. And Randy's shot is off, but we got whistles on the inside. They'll call it on Frost. So Frost picks up his third with 5:39 left. Camille to the rack. There's a rejection inside by his Royals showing the hops on the inside. 5:39. McClure tried to get that follow-up. He's at the line, and he hit the first one from the line for the Golden Rams to make it 51-47. McClure for the second. Got that one as well. 51-48, Golden Bears with the lead and basketball as they come across the timeline now. Avery Brown working on Juwan High. 15 to shoot. Brown left side raises with the jumper. Boy, that's nicely done. High didn't do very much wrong. Brown just got the space, and he cans the jumper for the Golden Bears. He's got 14. Camille Brown trying to answer, front of the cylinder. Run out here for Jelani Watson-Gale. He'll challenge to the rack, and he missed on the shot. Basketball chased down by the All-SIAC player Avery Brown, and a fresh 20 here for the Golden Bears as we go under 5 minutes remaining in the championship ballgame. Now 7 to shoot. Out front, Fagan, they got out the long no distance. Here comes Royals with 3 at the block. They got it airborne, and they got the basket. They didn't panic. They got it down low to Frost, and Frost able to bank it in before the shot clock expired. 55-48 after the basket inside by Frost. Now Brown being chased up top to Harris. Stops and pops with the jumper inside, and he got it. 4:12 remains. Coach Patrick Gale taking a timeout. His team trails by 5, 55-50. Action-packed last couple of minutes. 4:12 remains as the Golden Bears with the lead. And we get ready to take a break here and head to a timeout on FloHoops. Back live inside the Rock Hill Sports and Events Center after the timeout. Miles with a 55-50 lead and the basketball. Defending SIAC champions. As Brown works it out front. Cross dribble in the corner. Tapped out of bounds. It was Khalif Napoleon tapping it. A correction on that. That was Napoleon Harris tapping it away. 3:52 remains in the basketball game. Jelani Watson-Gale out front. They got 6 to shoot. He'll work right side. Fading jumper by Watson-Gale, and he knocks it down for the Golden Bears. 16 in the ball game for Watson-Gale for the Golden Bears. 7-point lead now. We're down to 3:35 left in the ball game. Camille Brown spins, and a whistle there on his penetration. So Avery Brown picks up that personal for the Golden Bears, and that sends Camille Brown to the line for the Golden Rams. So Brown for Albany State gets the first free throw. Titus Burns back out on the floor now for Coach Gale and the Golden Rams. Brown got them both from the line. 57-52, 3:30 left. Fagan handles the basketball for Miles College. Over to Watson-Gale out front. Burns tightens up on him on defense. Frost coming to screen. Watson-Gale trying to work off of that. Kicked it off of his leg, but it comes clear to Fagan. It's 6 to shoot now for Miles College. Fagan, floater, right side to the rack. Missed on the shot. High clears for Albany State. Up the floor to Brown. Camille Brown now works it right side. Back up top, High. Back out to Jawan High with the shot. Rebound to Fagan. Up the floor. They got Royals free. Won't be able to take full advantage of it. We go down to 2:39 left in the ball game. 5-point lead for the Golden Bears. High with Watson-Gale with a hard push. Foul, basketball over Frost. No whistle on that. But Watson-Gale following right side, and he got the lay-in. He dished it over to Frost, and Frost had a free look at the basket, but the defense for the Albany State Golden Rams collapsed. As Camille takes a three-pointer, that one's off the mark. We're down to 2:10. But Watson-Gale able to follow that on the opposite side for the lay-in. 2 minutes now remaining in this men's championship contest. Golden Bears and a whistle out front as High bumps Watson-Gale on the move.
Get the auto repairs you need today.
So Watson-Gale to the line.
What do you mean what's up, me, D? I'm getting ready for that.
Golden Bears about a minute 55 seconds away from claiming back-to-back SIAC championship.
You better believe it, me, D. This is a high-tech
That was good coverage by Brown for Albany State on that shot as Frost was trying to go over one, but he knocked it right over to Jelani Watson-Gale, who was there for the putback. He knocks down the first free throw.
There we go. Yeah, Jesse Carter in there. Ventura wrecking the face, a hard right hand. And another one. And Uncle Elmer is really being hammered by Jesse the Body Ventura.
Watson-Gale for both from the line. Under 2 minutes left. Thomas Burns out front for Albany State. They have to work quickly here. Gets down low to the floor. He's doubled immediately. Back to Harris. Whistles on the play. Shot fell off. Worked his way past Frost in the lead. Frost could not disagree any more vehemently against the call by the officials.
He's eating his words right now. The man never held on for the tag rope. It was an illegal tag as far as I'm concerned. Jesse was right about you. You're very bad. You're one-sided. You're against Ventura. You're against Piper and Orton and everybody else.
Harris with the free throw.
On the left side, had one down, tried by Hillbilly Jim. Whip cutter up, coming up, shoulder play. Oh no, he was up to the wrist. Cleverly done. Ventura able to tag out now. Rodney Piper hammering away on Hillbilly Jim. Took the winner on the right.
Frost, a senior.
Cousin Luke now.
Former starter for the Golden Bears and Miles College, but has come off of that bench with an accepting role.
I don't think so.
Played extremely well here in this championship ball. 61-54 with a minute 39. Royals across the timeline. Brown guarding him. Whistle there as Brown. Camille
See, Piper's trying to do something nice, trying to extend his hand in friendship. Billy took advantage of it.
That'll send Royals to the line. So the question becomes, can Miles College shoot well from the free throw line?
He has an injury, this man. It's a proven injury. He's had a doctor. He's had letters. The arm has been broken.
Royals on the first.
It's the slowest healing injury, I think, of all time in the World Wrestling Federation. Look at this now. Piper with a shot right up under the throat.
15 and 20.
Oh, big dealer. Roddy Piper in rare. Oh, my. That's intimidation. That's the way he operates. Plays the winner. Wisconsin Luke. Luke now over in the not-so-friendly corner. It's Cowboy Bob Orton back wide open. Luke.
Burns now. He'll step left side to the rack challenge, and the basketball knocked out of bounds off of him. Basketball to the Golden Bears of Miles College. A minute 17 left. And High back out on the floor now for Coach Gale. Jelani Watson-Gale handles, gives it over to Avery Brown. Brown across the circle. 68 seconds left in this championship ball game. High not yet committed the foul, and he did so there. That's what they're going to have to do. Golden Bears with some solid guards out front. They're not going to turn the basketball over on the dribble. So there, only thing Juwan High could do was go ahead and take the foul and send Avery Brown to the line and take your chances from there. Brown with the first, got it. So that takes the lead to 10 points with 62 seconds left. And getting close to the point of saying that this SIAC championship trophy is going to make its way back to Fairfield, Alabama. Brown rattled the second to make it 65-54. Camille Brown now across the timeline. Hoists the three-pointer, left it short. A rebound at the base by Fagan. Over to Watson-Gale with 50 seconds left, and they'll send him back to the free throw line. So the Golden Bears of Miles College trailed by as many as 16 points in this ball game. But when the dust settled and they were able to tie this basketball game in that second half, early in the second half, they settled into their rhythm from there and just controlled the flow of the ball game. So it's going to be back-to-back championships for the Golden Bears of Miles College. Fred Watson, his second year there, a winner last year, and he does the same again this year. And for the Golden Bear program over all rarefied air for them, the men's football teaming back-to-back championships with the win this year. And now the men's basketball team. Last time that was done with Alabama A&M, and that was back during the 1987-88 year, 88-89, where they tied and shared the football championship in both years and won the basketball title outright. So the Golden Bear program just continues to march forward. As we say, congratulations to Bobby Knight being named as president of Miles College this week. They took the interim title off of that by virtue of the outstanding work that she's done for the short period of time that she's been there. I'm sure she is probably watching this basketball game as her Golden Bears will get crowned SIAC men's basketball champions. 69-54. They pile it up from the line now. And with just 33 seconds left, no doubt about it, Coach Fred Watson can finally breathe easy as Jerome misses on the shot. McClure got the rebound and the putback. And Randy McClure, with outstanding career at Albany State, he will close out his play for them. So will Mario Young, who fouled out of this basketball game earlier. Jawan High, also a senior, and Napoleon Harris along with Camille Brown. So Coach Patrick Gale will have some holes to fill coming into next year. But you got to be impressed by his work at Albany State as well in his second year into the championship. 69-56. And the Golden Bears of Miles College are your 2020 SIAC men's champions. They win it having to come back trailing by 16 points. And the celebration begins for Miles College here in Rock Hill, South Carolina, as the Golden Bears win it over the Golden Rams of Albany State, 69-56. They will get to hoist the trophy here in 2020, as they did last year as back-to-back SIAC champions. So congratulations to the Golden Bears of Miles College. They win it over the Golden Rams of Albany State in the championship. So it's the Lady Tigers of Benedict on the women's side, and now the men of Miles College set to celebrate with the post-game trophy presentations as they win it 59-56. We'll take a break here on FloHoops. We are back live inside the Rock Hill Sports and Events Center. Golden Bears of Miles College, defending SIAC champions, able to do it again. They win it 69-56 over a game bunch from Albany State, the Golden Rams, but just not enough. They held the lead by 16 points in that first half, but the Golden Bears just kept chipping away. The trademark of that team from Miles College is their defense. They use that to turn those defensive efforts into offensive opportunities, able to cut into that lead. When they finally tied the ball game up, they were able to creep ahead, a couple of lead changes, but in the end, the Golden Bears just created the separation, and it's mostly due to their defensive work, allowing them to find the offensive rhythm on the other end. So the Golden Bears, your 2020 SIAC men's champions, they will join the Lady Bear Tigers of Benedict College, who won on the women's side 85-72. So Coach Fred Watson and his group down at field court level, and he's down there profiling with his 2 championship belts. We can get a shot at that at some point during the post-game festivities as they celebrate. The Golden Bears of Miles College. We get set to send it down to court level with the PA announcer making the post-game awards.
All tournament team. Gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to introduce to you the all-tournament team for the 2020 SIAC men's basketball. First, for the runners-up of Albany State University. From Albany State, he wears number 1, Camille Brown. And also, from Albany State to the all-tournament team, he wears number 22, Napoleon Harris. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up, a big round of applause for the tournament runners-up, the Albany State Golden Rams.
I don't see how you can hit from outside because you can't even get in.
Now it's time to introduce or announce the all-tournament men from Miles. Wearing number 11, Jelani Watson Gill.
don't see how you can hit from outside of the club. You can't even get in.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the 2020 SIAC Jerry C. Johnson Men's Basketball Tournament Coach is from Miles College, Fred Whiteside.
I don't see how you can hit from outside of the club.
He's wearing the championship belt. And now, presenting to you the 2020 SIAC Men's Basketball Tournament Champions, the Miles College Golden Bears. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give everyone a round of applause. Come on, SIAC fans, you got a better hand than that.
I don't see how you can hit from outside of the club. You can't even get in.
Congratulations.
It started 25 games ago, and we have come to the conclusion. The men's champion has been crowned. The Golden Bears of Miles College, they win it 69-56 over the Golden Rams of Albany State. They win the 2020 title, and they go back-to-back as the champions this year. On the women's side, it was the Lady Tigers of Benedict College. They win it 85-72 over the Tigerettes of Tuskegee University. So 2020 gets crowned the champions, the Lady Tigers of Benedict and the Miles College Golden Bears. They celebrate at courtside as the winners of the 2020 SIAC Championship. After a long week here in Rock Hill, South Carolina at the Rock Hill Sports and Events Center, a lot of people to thank, certainly the hospitality of the folks here at the Sports and Events Center, folks here in the city of Rock Hill, and to the SIAC staff for doing a good job of coordinating this year's tournament, and to the players and coaches who have made this a very special affair here in 2020, the very first year that the SIAC basketball tournament is held here in Rock Hill, South Carolina. That will do it for our coverage of the 2020 SIAC basketball tournament. All week long, our coverage has been provided by the outstanding director and producer, James Crenshaw, and outstanding camera work by Alicia Harris and Roosevelt Smith. Cannot thank them enough for their solid work in making it a lot easier to call these championship ball games. So that'll do it once again here from Rock Hill, South Carolina. Once again, Miles wins it 69-56, men's champs. And the Lady Tigers of Benedict winning 85-72. They are the women's champs. On behalf of all of us here at Rock Hill, South Carolina, and FloHoops, thanks so much for joining us. This is Charles Ward saying thanks so much, and we'll see you next time on FloHoops.